It is springtime here in Atlanta, and even if spring hasn't hit you yet, it is coming soon. So I wanted to talk about herbs that you can plant in your own backyard. You do not have to have a green thumb. They grow very, very well, and they are medicinal. So let me give you 4 of my favorites that I grow in my own backyard. I picked these this morning, as a matter of fact. So this is thyme, and thyme herb, you can brew this into a tea. You can put it, of course, to season your food, or you can make a tincture out of it to use medicinally. Thyme has lots of benefits. 2 that might surprise you. It tends to help lower blood pressure, and it also tends to help lower cholesterol levels. So if you have the kind of cardiovascular disease in your family, or you're struggling yourself, thyme tea and thyme on your clothes is fabulous. Or not your clothes, thyme in your food is fabulous. Thyme helps to boost your mood. So you can even just rub it between your fingers, smell it, and it'll give you a little lift. One thing I love to do with herbs is put them in just a little gauze bag, run them in a hot bath, and it just steeps, and you get the lovely scent and benefit of the herb in your bath. The final thing I'll say about thyme is that it is antimicrobial. So if you start to fight a cold or flu, putting a lot of extra thyme into your food or making tea out of thyme, it's so easy to do. Pick the fresh herb, pour hot water, let it steep for a while, and enjoy. So that's a great one for your garden. The next herb I want to talk about is rosemary. Let me find my little rosemary here. This is what rosemary looks like. And as well as thyme, rosemary also can help with brain fog. You know, you rub this together and smell, and it kind of gives you a lift, gives you some mental clarity, helps you with cognition. Let's see, what else? I don't want to miss anything. Rosemary has a lot of antioxidant properties, so it protects your cells from damage, which is really important in our toxic world. And if you have indigestion after a meal, you can make a cup of tea with rosemary, and it helps to soothe that indigestion. So rosemary is fabulous to have in your garden. Now, the next one I want to talk about is sage. And here's a little sage sprig. Sage has a lot of benefits that might surprise you. I'm sorry, this one's a little bit wilty. I picked it this morning, but you'll get the idea. Sage also helps with cognition. So if you kind of have brain fog, you can make a cup of tea with sage or use it in your food. Sage lowers inflammation in the body. We have tons of inflammatory conditions that people suffer from these days. And if you enjoy the taste of sage in your food or in a cup of tea, it can, when used regularly, help to lower that inflammation. Here's one I learned about with sage that I did not know, is it can help with menopausal symptoms. It can help reduce the severity of hot flashes. So get some sage, brew yourself a cup of tea, enjoy that, and see if it doesn't help you with your hot flashes. Let's find our mint. So spearmint, here we go. And I have a little inchworm on my spearmint. I'm going to set him free in a moment. Spearmint, I grew up in the South, and this was a staple at our Sunday dinner. We would make iced tea every Sunday, and as a kid, my job was to go out into the yard and pick some sprigs of mint, and you just put them in your glass of tea. If you've never tried it, it is delicious. If iced tea is not your bag, of course, you can make a mojito. Plenty of culinary uses for spearmint. But as far as your health benefits from spearmint, it also has antioxidant properties. It also helps to relieve stress. So if you're anxious and feel stressed out, mint can really, really help with that. You can make tea, you can, use it in your food. It's very, very good for stress. And then finally, digestion. It's a common practice around the world to have a cup of mint tea after a meal because it does tend to settle the stomach and tend to help with your digestive processes. Let's talk about mighty oregano. I love this herb because it is so fabulous for fighting infection. It helps against bacterial infection and it helps against viral infection. Oregano also has really good antioxidant properties. It's great from a culinary aspect in any of your Italian type dishes. I use it in soups and stews. You cannot go wrong with oregano. So try these. They're super easy to plant in your yard. It takes really no care at all. They're basically weeds. And so if you are not particularly good with a green thumb, you can totally grow herbs. In my yard, we have tons of deer that move through. Deer will commonly not eat your herbs either, so anybody can grow them. Have fun. This little inchworm was on my fresh herbs that I picked from the garden today, and I realized it when I opened up the bag to do the filming about herbs and their medicinal properties. So we're going to put him someplace where he will be happy here at my office. If he might be happy right on my hand. Here we go. Come on, little guy.
He wants to be on your hand?
He wants to be on my hand. There we go. Come on. Oh, that's too funny. He's like, no.
Separation anxiety.
Really. This woman was nice. She helped me. There we go. There we go. All right. He's off to eat another leaf.